Peace,
Peace.
peace, peace, peace. Welcome to Spins and
Peace.
Mics. Um, Today we're gonna be talking about Clipse. Let God sort them out. Album dropped last Friday on the Rock Nation. Peace to the Clipse. Peace to Pusha T. Peace to No Malice. Peace to Pharrell. You know what I mean, and everybody that made that album go down, man. Uh, I
Mo.
think, huh?
Nah, God.
No. I was saying like I think me personally, I think it's an incredible album. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really me and you Watt discussed it a bunch of times in the last few days. PB doing his rap thing, he got his own career and all that. I haven't had the chance to speak to P about it, but what what you thought about it before we get into why?
I
Because
like
P
it.
liable to zap out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I think we got like an hour and it'll be good. I like
Hmm.
it. I like it, and I'm happy that it's a win for them. You know what I'm saying? I want to see them win. You know what I mean? Son's fucking no malice. Malice is like 52. This
Well,
Pusha T is 47. So I'm happy that they're doing it at an older level, at an older age. You know what I'm saying? The album itself is good. Um, I'm definitely pleasantly surprised with Pharrell. He did all the production solo on there, so that's good. Um, my only drawback with it is one, I just want to see what'll happen with Malice like in the future. He's walking like a thin line with like religion and his beliefs. If you see like in a lot of interviews, he might not talk much. And I mean that might be because like Pusha T is kind of like, you know what I mean, in the forefront. But like I just be what's interesting to me is watching how he walks that line. You know what I'm saying? Even with the thing with Jim Jones, that song, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. Um like just for that song, there's a song on there where he's like the song with Kendrick, he said ice my bitch and choke my chain, or was it choke my bitch and ice my whip or something? Whatever.
hmm hmm
That's that's a little crazy for like, you know what I'm saying, a God fearing deacon type shit. So
Well,
Pusha was encouraging him to curse,
yeah, he
so
did. He said that. He
he was
said that. He was,
encouraging them. He said, "Yeah,
yeah,
let it off, like get off
yeah.
on it." You
yeah,
know what
I
I'm saying?
mean,
So, which
it,
is a bad influence to begin with, but
but
you
I
know what I'm
mean,
saying? I guess creatively, I think he was pushing them to just like
right,
let
right.
loose. You know what I'm saying? Creatively.
Don't really hear him cursing too much, and
Nah, he
he's
wasn't.
not right, and he's not talking like, "Yo, I'm selling drugs now, get it." I know Poppy. Like he's not doing kind of what Pusha is doing, which is like currently like in the now. His rhymes kind of be in the now, where like he's walking it well, where it's like he's kind of like talking from a past, and also what I think what I do like that they have that they're doing is they get to be like you didn't do a lot of their rhymes is you not like that, and you can stretch that all day. You know what I'm saying? And in this era, there's a lot of fronting going on, big shit going on. So if he sticks like that, I know it had to be a challenge for him to figure out how he can still do this and still be like authentic with himself. But that to me is the most entertaining thing is watching. I like how a lot of people like his rhymes. You know what I'm saying? Um, and that he's doing it well so far, yo. So that's what I like to watch and see like how he's.
Mhm.
I don't know if they're gonna do the album, right? This album was 10 years from the last one. You know what I mean? But it depends. They can maybe to me do like a couple of more albums like that. You know what I'm saying? Like this one where they're kind of just pointing differences out between fake street people and non-street people. You know what I mean? They say
I mean,
Jesus.
they worked on it for 2 years, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It was something that wasn't rushed. And I think if working on an album for 2 years and that's what they yielded, that's the results, then I
right.
think people need to follow that formula and really take their time um and cook up a masterpiece. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, listening to the album more and more and more, I think it's a very, very, very good album. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't quite call it a masterpiece, but I'm thinking it's pretty damn close. I'm gonna be real with you. You know what I'm saying? I was taken back by it.
Yeah,
It's an incredible album. I think the more you listen to it, the more you appreciate it, and I like that it's a grown adult sound. I don't know if y'all agree with me on that. Do you sense that I don't know, it gives me like this 444 vibe or Life is Good with Nas in the sense that it's like a grown, like mature album. You know what I'm saying? To me, it talks to us, from brothers that's in their mid 40s up
right,
to the
right.
50s. You know what I'm saying? Like, But I'll speak a little bit more later on it. What do you think? What?
I loved it. I still don't like Ace trumpets too much.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
No, no, I never
that
really
line
liked it.
ruined it though. The PP
Yeah,
line ruined
the
it
PP
though.
line kind of ruined it for me. But
what?
I mean, they
If
they
you take that
rhyming,
out,
they're rhyming on it. You know what I'm saying? But I really don't. That's not my kind of stuff. Like I don't like how he
the flow.
started the, no, the flow was dope, but
Hmm.
I don't like how he started the rhyme. But other than that, yo,
Malice is crazy on it.
sonically, yeah, it is. Sonically, it sounds great. It sounds like it wasn't rushed.
Hmm.
Uh, the lyrics are there, and I just want to say, like, I was stationed in VA for in Norfolk, and from 2000 to 2004, when the Clips were first, like when grinding came out, I was outside. Like I was in the military, but I was like out in the town of Norfolk, you know what I'm saying? Norfolk, Virginia. And to see them from then to now, and we used to run into them sometimes, like maybe at MacArthur Mall, Military Circle Mall. You know, we used to be at the colleges a lot, Old Dominion, Norfolk State, Hampton, whatever. And sometimes we see Pharrell at the ocean front in Virginia Beach. And I'm just saying that to say, like, to see the growth, as not only as artists but as men, it made me respect the album even more, as I listen to it. And I've been listening to it, and there's other stuff that came out during that time. Like I just listened to Late to My Own Funeral with Boldy James and Nicholas Craven. And I listened to it one time and went back to Clips. Mondo Slade and Minister Hyde came out with a joint called Cardiac Kings. They're from Ohio. For those who don't know, Mondo Slade is pretty dope. And his rhyme partner is Minister Prime, or call him Minister Hyde. They came out with a joint and I listened to it twice and keep going back to Clips.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like I really enjoy the album.
Replay
I,
value is heavy.
yeah,
Replay
yeah,
value
it
is
is.
heavy.
It is. It is. I really enjoyed it, man. Like from the lyrics, y'all know I like fashion. You know what I'm saying? So when they start talking that fashion stuff, like it's
Hmm.
dope to me. When they start talking about going to other countries, that stuff is dope to me because I don't travel before. You know, um, so I think like, I mean, the drug dealing, we've been around it. You know what I'm saying? Like growing up.
Allegedly.
Yeah, right, right. So like even that, some of that um is dope. But like you said, they're talking from a past, tense. And I
Hmm.
really liked how at the beginning they dedicated the song to their parents. You know what I'm saying? I think that really set the
Hmm.
tone for the album. That was
Yeah.
dope because it brings like a, hate to say, like a human side, because everybody's tough. Everybody's like
It was a
like no
vulnerable
emotion. Right,
record.
right.
It was
It's
a
like it's you hear a rapper now, whether they're young or old. You know what I'm saying? You see these dudes, they're the toughest, they're the
hmm
meanest, they're on God forgives, I don't. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? That kind of bravado.
death
And
before dishonor
yeah, yeah, all of
type of
that. And
mentality, all
there's
that.
no
Yeah.
songs about the mothers, like
Right.
about the fathers. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And they really like you could tell they came from a good background. You listen to their interviews,
Were
you could tell they came from a good background,
well
despite
spoken.
right, well spoken, despite
Brothers are
how
well spoken.
they grew like kind of turned left. And you hear Malice and he's like, yo, like he was all, even when they was in the street, like their parents' voices would be in their heads. You know what
As
I'm
it
saying? And
should,
in real
though.
life, right. So,
As it should.
it probably helped them to make better decisions even when in the street. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? To dodge certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not claim allegiance to certain things too. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So that song really set the tone for me. And I'm just like, wow. And then after that, then they get to the lyrical, even though they was
Ho-
lyrical on that song too.
Before we continue on, I want to add on about the bird don't sing, right? The birds don't sing is the song about the parents, the
But John
intro.
Legend, yeah.
Yeah, I listened to it a few times, and the last time I listened to it, 'cause I listened to it maybe 7 times, because I probably played the album about 6, 7 times, and I thought to myself, how would I feel without my parents? Like if my parents were no longer here, and even though like me and my dad be having static, and he's halfway in, halfway out, and hardly ever around, but um, it made me kind of emotional listening to the record, thinking about how my parents weren't, if they weren't here, because you start to think about the message your parents have given you and what they've sacrificed and the work that they've put in to put you in a position to better yourself, right? We look at the messages and what we've experienced, and man, I ain't gonna lie, man, that record actually made the last time I listened to it a couple hours ago, it brought like a little bit of tear to my eye listening to it, thinking under
Mhm.
those circumstances. And it just made me think about Ghostface when Ghostface was like, "Yo, I'm the first brother to make y'all cry in hip hop, with all that I got is you." Because that
All right.
record really was a sad, emotional record. And I think this
Mm-hmm.
is right up there, like, with a
No, it
record
is.
that's like timeless. It's gonna be a timeless record. And I think they dropping a video to it because they said it's already filmed. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't seen it. I don't know if it's been released, but I'm looking forward to it. And I hope it blows up, and I hope it's something that um I hope it's something that inspires other artists to do records that are like deep and some so-called vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Because like enough of the facade, enough of this hip hop gotta be super grimy, tough street shit. Like we all human beings, you know what I'm saying? Like we got families, we got mothers, we got children. So there's times where we are vulnerable or soft. And I think it's okay to reveal that and speak on these things, love, marriage, life, you know what I'm saying? From a real standpoint. So I just wanted to say that about that record. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? To the
Absolutely.
max. Word.
Absolutely.
Just to add on about the loss of parents, I lost my mom twice, kind of when I was young, but she was sick for a long time. So it was like when she finally did go, we were kind of prepared for it. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? But just real quick, not even to dwell on that. I had a coworker, and she was kind of sad. This is like a month or so ago, and she was kind of sad about losing her mom. And we're adults now. She's around my, and I just told her honestly, like my mom, she died when I just finished high school. Like that's all she seen was me graduate fucking Harbor Fields High School. You know what I'm saying? Never seen like anything of me as an adult. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My children, my kid, any of that or anything I've ever done. So I just told her to like look at that, how much time you've had. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different because it's something that's gonna happen. So it's like when you're an adult, it's still gonna be hard, I think, but it's a little more comforting to me, in my opinion, where, like, as a parent, like me right now, I want to see my son get as old as possible. You know what I'm saying? But realistically, you know what I mean? So it's like, if you're an adult, like, you know what I mean, you respect that and you cherish that. You know what I'm saying? Anytime. That's why, kind of why you don't really get at elders is a whole thing. Like I don't really argue with. Like sometimes my brother and my dad, he's still alive, and they live near each other. And my dad he'll do some old nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? This dude called me 6 in the morning complaining about Trump, and he lives in Ohio, complaining about Trump. But my
Mm-hmm.
dad like that, and me honestly, I give lenience because he's my father and he's still around. Regardless of what, he's my father and he's still around. Where my brother sees him every like they live right next to each other, and he'd be like and I had to remind him. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, you know what I mean? Remember mommy. You know what I'm saying? Remember like we were young. I was 19, I think 19, 20 when she died. When she started being sick, I had to be like 16, 17, like definitely before high school and that the whole trip. So, I mean, it's definitely a loss, and I appreciate the song. I appreciate all songs like that. Dear Mama with Tupac. I think the Styles P got a song about his brother. Those type of
Mm-hmm.
songs, um, those is necessary. Even like they're necessary for like twofold, right? One, because it helps like you, right, the artist or whoever, it helps them. and then it helps like the listener. So we need more of that. Um, just vulnerability in rap, like you were saying, not too much. And what's crazy is, would you want it to be more songs, or a whole album, or just how they did it with that one song, and then they
Nah,
kind of
one is cool. One per album is cool. You know what I'm
just
saying?
that
Like you
possess like
can't
as a gift.
because you know why? Because then it turns into emo rap and then it could
Right,
turn
that's what I'm
into
saying.
another thing. Like
That's their thing, you know what I mean?
right. Because no, seriously, because XXX Tentacion, and I'll use him as a thing because I never listened to him until he died. Because remember when he died, that album had just came out.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
right before he
yeah.
was murdered. Right. So then I was like, let me see what the kids like so enamored about him, you know what I'm saying? And I listened to him and I'm like, yo, dude was actually dope.
He
You know
was
what
a
I'm saying? Like he was ill, but it was too much emo. I can't listen to that because then sometimes it'll play on your psyche and it might make you depressed and you don't even got nothing to be
Yeah,
depressed about and you
it
just like,
does.
dag, he went through that.
right.
Like, dag, man. And then you
Joe.
start feeling sympathy and empathy for the individual that you don't even know, even
Like,
though you should as humanity. I think we still have a long ways to go as being empathetic with people, with mankind, you know what I'm saying, being more lenient and more caring towards mankind, not everything and everybody, but certain things. But I can't listen to an entire album
We
of
actually
that.
attack people's vulnerability
Oh,
as
absolutely,
a whole.
absolutely,
You know,
absolutely.
especially in the black and so-called brown community.
Word,
I mean,
absolutely,
everything
absolutely.
that's on social media, something bad happens, everything
Mm-hmm.
is cracking jokes and making
Mm-hmm.
fun of people's pain, and I think that
Yep.
shit's whack. You
It's
know what I
very
mean?
corny.
But
It's very corny. It's very corny. But yeah, one song per album is okay. Not an entire
uh,
album, or maybe even two songs. You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
Joe Button had like whole projects. Cage, his whole thing
Well,
is about,
Mood Music is a
yeah. And then
series.
it's
You know what
like
I'm saying?
Extentation, Lil Pump. There's like a whole genre of like emo. You know what I'm saying? Where
A lot of that
it
stuff is
definitely,
drug infused though too.
right. Like that's a
mhm.
whole nother.
Drug
But
infused
like
rather.
comes up. You know what I'm saying? If it's like in your pen basically to use, you know what I'm saying? I'm not against it, yo. You know what I mean? And
I
I'd
can't
rather,
listen to a whole album of it though.
Let's get back
yeah.
to
I
clips though. Let's get
I
back to
just can't.
clips.
Yeah,
So
well, that
Let
that
me
that
ask.
song was dope. What's your favorite song on it though? Oh,
I like man, there's so much joints I've gone back and forth. I really like that Mike Tyson blow to the face. I
oh,
don't
that's
that
great. That one is crazy.
yo, that shit is crazy.
Yo, it is. It is. It is. It is.
Like I keep on going back to that one. Of course, the Kendrick joint is
Yeah,
crazy.
I like
The
Taste.
Nas joint is crazy. I mean,
I
the
like,
Tyler
POV
the
is
Creator
crazy too.
joint is
Yeah,
crazy. The
POV,
joint with
POV.
Stove Good
yeah, Still got,
Stove God
Stove
uh,
God
Cooks is
Cooks. Yeah.
crazy.
Yo, you was about to say something
The,
crazy. You was about to have a
yo,
pause moment. I heard you.
y'all
I
really
heard it.
was
I
though.
heard
Y'all
it. I
really
heard
was.
it.
It was bad. That was a bad tongue twist. That was crazy.
That was
That was that was like
crazy.
real sinister.
Somebody would have
That
hopped
was
out like, brother, why didn't you tell me, beloved?
oh man, stay the fuck away from me, pops. Stay the fuck away from me.
yeah, he
Shoot.
ain't trying to do the
I'm
360.
glad you caught yourself. I'm glad you.
You
Some
know what I
people, some
mean?
people might be in the
Him
comments gonna be talking crazy.
were like
They're
stove
gonna be like,
what?
"Yo, at the 19-minute mark, son said what? She
Stove
said
God
what?"
Cox. That was
That's crazy.
crazy. Yo, I'm gonna just
That's like,
say this, like, pardon self for saying that, but like, like I'll be up at 5:45 in the morning, and we start recording 10:30 p.m. My brain be halfway shut down. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
So it's
that's
hard.
crazy.
It's difficult to gather my thoughts at times when I'm
Yo,
sleep deprived. Um,
nah. What?
but
What?
yeah, all the
You
features
said
are
Mike Tyson
crazy.
blow to the face? Is your
Yeah, I
would be
really, yeah.
right? What about you, P?
no, I like the Kendrick joint a lot. I like the
Okay,
I like
chains and
Seven.
whips.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler was
Mm,
going. Tyler was rapping.
I, 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 I like Tyler just because
When he
I
not
don't,
weird. When
yeah,
he's
that's what I'm
not
saying.
weird.
But what, like, if he's being weird and he's still fire, then he's like dispelling.
Nah, not with the Mook stuff though. I can't.
That's
I
what I'm saying.
like I
I don't
can't.
agree with none of that. But it's like,
Like,
what if he was the gay rapper, right? People fuck with Tyler, right? They're not gonna fuck with him because he's the gay rapper. I don't know. I
but
don't like.
no,
I tend to think he's
no,
trolling,
no,
but what
because
if he's not?
they don't do it with R&B dudes. They don't do it with R&B gay R&B artists. So I
You,
mean,
when,
When his boy Frank Ocean came out, like that shit was
and
like
then him
celebrated to
and
the
Frank
max.
Ocean is dope.
You know what I'm
Frank
oh,
saying?
Ocean is dope.
oh,
He can
But
rap too.
you think
he a
them two
medical
brothers were
student.
lovers or something like that? Like,
Huh?
I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
yeah.
I
Tyler's.
don't know.
I don't think he is, but he could be. He could be. But
I don't
Why
know. I
play
don't.
games like that though? Like,
he
is
kind of
that
like
like a
showed you that the dope shit is the dope shit regardless, maybe, or just
yeah,
about.
Right.
whatever? But why? Like, that's
Well,
a wild
well,
gimmick. That's a wild
in his
gimmick.
defense, not defending him, but in his defense, he's a fan of MF Doom, and MF Doom said it ain't about what you look like or what you are; it's about the wreck. That's what he said. That's his mantra. That was his mantra. And
Uh, so what if he came
they
out
whole crew
years later?
was huh?
What if he came out years later? Like Tyler, the creator, is heralded, right?
I mean,
Heralded.
he already said something on Flex that kind of like, whatever, that's what he want to do. That's what he want to do. But I mean, skill is skill though. You know what I'm saying? And on that song on
He
POV,
got
he went
busy.
crazy. He went
Yeah, he
crazy.
got busy.
Um
Tyler's
my
like,
joint my favorite joint, it was Mike Tyson blow to the face, but the joint after that, which is
so
what
so.
is it? EBI, no, EBT,
EBITDA.
right. And it
Yeah,
stands for
it's
earnings
earnings
before
before income tax
taxes,
and
taxes,
appreciation, like
yeah,
some, yeah. It's a business
taxes.
term.
Yeah,
It's a business
yeah.
term. Yeah.
And I like that. And Pharrell was on that. Pharrell was rapping on that too, whether if he wrote it or not. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
He
For
shouted out
real.
Takeoff in it. I like that. I like that song a lot. I like the beat. I like
So
how they was going off like they little 8 bars and then somebody else come and then then the hook or whatever, they
yeah,
go back and forth, whatever. I like that. uh it's overall it's incredible, man. And I see people like, I'm on Threads now, I guess it's Instagram's form of Twitter, and I see people like saying like this 90K sales, like, are we still doing that? Are we still doing like sales means it's good? Are we still basing sales off of, you know what I'm saying? Like, we still doing that at this point in time? Like, is
everybody
it
stopped
dope?
doing
Because
it. Right.
dudes put out trash and sold. That doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
but
saying? And it's
hmm
always
everybody
been like that.
where everybody
hmm
uses it. People still
Yo,
use it. You know what I mean?
their rollout for the album was crazy. Like,
hmm
just them
hmm
recording at Louis Vuitton headquarters. And my man was over there too. My man Tremaine Emery, he was over there. He's cool with them. Um, he was over there, and I spoke to him while he was over there. And I was like, "Yo," I was like, "Tell the Clips they did their thing on that." You know what I'm saying? They really just the whole aesthetic of like the album, putting the album together, the recording process. You know what I'm saying? And they let you in to know, to like to see the recording process. You know what I'm saying? I think it's dope. I think it's dope. I think it's real hip hop. I appreciate, in the interview I heard him say, was it Malice saying that his POV verse was inspired by Guru,
Mm-hmm.
like the whole
No,
flow.
it's
His
push it too.
It was put right,
It was
right.
Pusha that said it,
It
yeah.
was Pusha, right.
It's Pusha rap,
Um,
yeah. And
right. His
it does.
right.
I could hear
When
it.
you listen, right, you can hear the Guru, and that's another thing, people don't even mention Guru no more.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
And for him to mention him, like, he's real. That's real hip hop. For you to
Can
mention
I
Guru, and go ahead.
yeah, no, I just wanted to say, like, I'm glad you touched on that because Guru is well deserving of any and all props that he gets, right? Anyone that tuned into our most recent episode, I think we had Gangstar as one of the greatest duos in hip hop
Mhm.
history.
Top five.
Um,
Yep.
Guru is deserving of all of that, and I'm very glad also that he mentioned it and gave him honor and try to tap into that type of flow and energy. Um, but them brothers listen to real hip hop. I listen to Malice and Pusha talk about on the Joe and Jada podcast. Um, I think they asked them their influences, and obviously there's an age difference between Push and Malice, right? So Push said that when he was coming up, he was trying to figure out who was better, Boot Camp Click or Mobb Deep. And I
Hmm.
was like, wow, so those are two of his favorites, which happen to be probably some of our favorites as well, right? Mobb Deep and Boot
Hmm.
Camp Click. And
Hmm.
then Malice being a little bit older, which it does make a difference. He said that he was into Juice Crew, Big Daddy Kane, you know what I'm saying? So like, their influences come from real hip hop, man, and I'm glad that they were able to shout these artists out. And the same thing with even Kendrick on his verse where he said he would give half of his profits to Rakim. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? That was
And
a dope
Rakim
shout out.
responded. Rakim shouted him out in return,
Ex-
thanking him
Right,
for it
right,
also, and that's
right.
dope.
Super dope. It's
Yeah,
super
yeah,
dope.
it's
And
dope.
we've gotten to a point where in hip hop we used to say very often that we don't honor the pioneers and the brothers that paved the way, the artists that paved the way. And I think slowly but surely we've turned the corner now to where the greats of now are starting to really pay respect and honor to those that came before them. And I want to see that trend continue. People need to start mentioning G-Rap. People need to start mentioning the greats that came before them. And yo, if this is how y'all feel also, like do music with these people. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see Steel and Tech making music with Griselda, when I see Ghost and Raekwon making music with Griselda, I like that. Even though the age gap is not too big, but the musically, we're talking about a group, that been out for 10, 15 years and a group that been out for 30 years. So it's a big gap.
Mm.
I like to see all of this work being done with different generations, man. Because it didn't go down in our era. You didn't see it too much where people were going back with some of the older artists. But now it's happening, and that's good for hip hop.
I got a song with G Rap. I got one with Havoc on there. I got one with Static Selector and Billy Dance.
That's fire.
Yeah,
You
Right, you
said
got a
Billy
song with
Dance?
KRS-One too, right?
yeah. Well, I'm on these songs. These aren't my songs. I'm on a song with produced by
Yo,
Static Selector and MOP. Billy Dance, Havoc, and I got one with G Rap. You know what I'm saying?
The
that
joint you
joint you
have a
let me
Havoc is on a
hear,
Havoc beat or no?
It sounds like a Havoc beat though, but it's not Havoc.
Oh,
that
okay.
yo, I'm still stuck on that Timbo verse. I'm not
Yo,
even
so
gonna lie.
so so
I'm
now
stuck on that.
real quick, because one, the Barry's about that. Timbo is that song is called Malcolm X and the Rugby, and it's Timbo, it's me and my, I like it's Timbo and Solomon Childs and Thurston Howard the third on there. You know what I mean? Thurston records his vocals tomorrow, but you know what I mean? And it's gonna be fire. I'm waiting. So it's fire without Vic on the hook, but I'm waiting to hear what he do with the
That
hook.
joint, that Bo, Bo King
Yeah,
is my guy, man.
it's
Word.
Bo
like
King
two
is
songs together. He on this
that's
album
dope.
about to be
That's
he on
dope.
this album twice.
Yo,
And
I told you real quick, a real story, real quick. I don't know about this. One day, this is like before I took my shahada. This is like almost 20 years ago, right? I was dating this Puerto Rican girl, and we was at the Virgin Mega Store, right? We was walking through the city, walking through Times Square. We hit up the Virgin Mega Store, and Timbo King is
mm,
standing right in front of there, like selling CDs, right? And I
what
go
year
up
is it?
to him. Yo, this had to be like '06.
Okay.
This is like '06, right? So this is right when Professor X died, right? This is
Mm,
when Professor X died, right? So I go up to him,
I'm
I
not laughing
greet him,
about Professor X.
I
I'm
greet
laughing about the story.
I greet him. I'm like, yo, peace, Bo. He's like, yo, peace, whatever, whatever. So we chopping it up. And his eyes, like he got glasses on, but I keep seeing you can see his eyes through the joint. He keep glancing over at Shorty. So I buy the Maccabees. He got the Right to Bear Arms mixtape by the Maccabees, so I buy it off of him. And I told him I was Zulu, and he was like, "Yo, didn't y'all leader just die?" He confusing Bam with Professor X. I'm like, "Nah, that's X Clan Professor X." He's like, "Oh, right, 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 right." He was like, "Yeah, Professor X." So he gonna say he's like, "Yo, good looking on copping." Then he gonna say, "Yo, that's your wisdom right there."
He was trying to take your joint off you.
Word, word. And I was like, yeah. I was like, in my head, I'm like, yo, I just gave this nigga like $10, $15. And
Word,
you want my joint? You want my
word,
shorty too?
yeah,
I'm like, yeah. I was like, yo, you see her with me, right? He was like,
right,
that's peace. He said, that's peace.
word,
Like, yo, the dude is crazy. Brooklyn. Brooklyn, straight up Brooklyn, yo.
word.
Joan was funny, man. I was like, yo, she wasn't even paying him no mind. She just like, normally women like stand off to the side, let men talk. She wasn't even trying to like, yo, let's go, take it too long, whatever. She was just off to the side. You know what I
As
mean?
they
And he
should be. So,
and he just but yeah, Timbo King is dope.
but yeah, it's
Shout
dope.
out to Timbo King.
I'm
Yeah,
dropping out
peace.
in September, Malcolm X and the rugby. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, nah, I'm definitely looking forward to that, P.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Definitely.
Just because
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Joint
I
sound
got
dope. But
to see him. I got a couple people. I'm trying to do a joint with Shaheen. We'll find out.
oh, that'll
Like,
be fire.
time to get him on that.
That'll be
Rugged
fire.
Child and the Black Menace.
Yeah,
Word.
it's gonna be less like low life Wu Tang, mixing it up. I got
He's not
Shaban.
even
Word.
Rugged Child no more. I think he's
Yeah,
just
no,
Shaheem Rugged.
yeah, the rugged
Mm.
nature recovery is like is now
Yeah, the
popular.
Rugged. Yeah, 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 yeah. I remember that when he first came
Yeah,
home. He started that. Yeah, Shaw's still dope too. Shaw is dope. I heard him on a couple joints
on the
since he
Remedy,
been home.
is he on the Remedy album? I feel like he's on the
Yeah,
Remedy
he's
album.
on Remedy. Yo, he got a joint with Hus Kingpin where they kind of remix the I Shot You beat. Fire,
Yeah. That's
fire.
when when Hus be doing that, he be taking like them old songs and
Yeah, and
that's when
flipping the
I,
yo,
and it
nah,
be all
Hus
beat
be gone.
shit.
Yep.
That's when I like Hus the most. He's crazy.
Yeah, Huss, Huss not talked about a lot.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
a lot like people credit Rock Marciano for a lot, and he is like the
yeah, yeah.
he. I
But Hus
wouldn't call
came.
him the father, but you know what I mean. Like I don't want to disrespect nobody, saying they like his children or anything. But he birthed a lot of that. Like he brought that style back. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And a lot of people credit Griselda, but it was really Rock who
yeah,
spearheaded it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And
yeah,
people kind of like taking that, but he hosted Hus Kingpin's first mixtape. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? And a
yeah,
lot of style and stuff. Griselda used to be under Huss too. That
yeah,
not
yeah,
under
yeah.
him, like not under him, but they
No,
used to rock with
it
Huss.
was, it was. And then they
And,
had
and
beef.
Huss, right? And then they caught the beef with Mock Hami and all of that. I know all about
Yeah,
that, but I think they reconciled that too. But Huss,
yeah.
Huss been like in these pockets
He's been
for a
dope
long
since
time.
he's been dope. He's just like to me, because like Planet Asia is the other Planet Asia and kind of Sky Zoo is kind of like the
Right,
other
right, 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 yeah,
missing
right. The
link.
other, right, 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 right.
Definitely Planet Asia because he was always rocking with everybody that came hot on the underground, and then he started
Mm-hmm.
fucking like everybody. Everybody that came up, it was like chain this fucking trust the chain 38
Trust
special.
the chain, right, right.
Um,
He got two of
chain,
those.
yeah, yeah, the chain winners. When Huss was the winners, there was no Griselda nothing like that. It was just like the
Right.
winners and all of that, and then
With Rosewood,
yeah,
Rosewood,
Rosewood, that dude
yeah,
Rasadi,
Smooth,
Smooth,
Rosati, Smooth, hmm
Smooth. But
Long
that's
Island. These are Long Island MCs. Smooth, is Long
like
Island.
in the
Huss,
very beginning. But Huss is
right,
different because not only did he still rock even after like that Griselda thing, he stays like super weird creative, like where it's like an event where he be dropping projects and it'd be like some new like it's like a new crazy artistic concept almost
right.
everything he does, yo. Some of
That
them
that
don't
Portis
belong
Huss album is
though.
fire.
Huh?
Portis Huss that he took
Yeah,
from
that's what I'm
Portishead.
saying. That's
Yeah,
fire.
that's crazy.
them R&B albums, yo, them R&B mixtapes.
Yeah, you gotta tap in, Al. You gotta
Cali
tap in.
Yeah, got
He
to.
from Long
he just
Island too. He from
Yeah,
yeah,
Long
yeah,
Island.
yeah.
he's in Cali though. That's what
Yeah,
really
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Long Island. But when he went to Cali with like Planet Asia, Twin like
Mm-hmm.
Twin too. Twin is like on some
Yeah,
new shit.
twin.
He's from
Yeah, yeah,
Cali.
yeah, yeah.
He's
Twin,
like on
twin
a
stepped
whole
his
other
joint up
level.
too.
You know what I'm saying?
What's the
When
name
he
messed with them too? Midas from Ohio.
yeah.
Midas
His
that used to
brothers
be with he used to be with Beretta Nine.
oh, okay. Because there's two Midas. There's Midas the Beast too. I do Midas
That's
the
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
oh, all right. He's in Florida. I see him all the time. He's in Orlando.
But he was a part of
Well, no, he's definitely Gold Chain. He
Gold
just dropped
Chain.
an
He's
album.
Gold
He
Chain.
just dropped it because Gold Chain changed again, and they just dropped their little not little, but they dropped the compilation, and it's like K Burns, Piff James, um,
He about to
Midas
tap
Pierce.
out.
Yeah.
Who, me?
But
Nah,
No,
P.
no, I'm just no, I'm just trying to get
I
back to
vibed
the
this
to
guy
the
too. And
clips.
yo, this
Y'all be
Oh, you want
going
to?
off. Yeah, I
all right,
want to
all right,
finish
all
the
right, all right,
clips
all right.
episode.
Oh, go ahead, go
Yeah,
ahead, go
y'all be
ahead.
going off.
My
Nah, I
bad.
mean
Um,
all of
Let's
this,
send this in the proper way. You know what I mean for the clip.
yeah,
Y'all think
nah,
the
it's
clip?
hip hop,
yeah,
man. It's hip hop. We
I
going
yeah.
want to
bear
No,
ask
off
you
definitely.
when you talk
Yeah,
about
definitely.
dopeness. When you talk
what y'all
about
thought
dopeness.
was
I mean,
what
but
you
yeah,
think the Clipse's best project is. Their best album. What you think it is? This one?
This is their best album.
Yeah.
I don't know. In my opinion, I was talking a while earlier, like maybe
this and Hell
yesterday.
Have No Fury, yo.
Nah, I think Lord Willing is better than Hell Hath No Fury. You know what I'm saying? In
Or
my personal
Yeah,
opinion.
I'll
Yeah,
have
in my
to.
personal opinion. I really didn't like the second joint too much, you know what I'm saying?
I like the Re-Up
But
Gang joints too.
I gotta listen
Yeah,
to that.
yeah, they're
Cause,
tough.
and that's another thing. Ab
They're tough.
Lava on
That
Inglorious
live is
Bastards,
crazy.
like shout out to Philly. And
Who's
what's
the other
ill
one?
about yo, he always been around. He
Yeah.
been like it's like yo, when Nas and Ye dropped Nasir and they had the listening party, Pusha was there. Ab Lava walked in with him. I was there. So you know what I'm saying? Like when I saw Pusha, Ab Lava was right by his side.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's always there, and he's a part of the re-up gang, and I always liked him
He's nice.
um better than everybody in Major Figures.
Where
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah,
like
I liked
Duchess.
him over everybody. I mean, Spado was nice too. Who?
With Gilly, he was nice.
Duchess
Yeah,
Spade? Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I like
I like Duchess. I like them all just about.
Yeah, I like Dutch and Spade.
Ab Lava was just smooth.
Yeah, he was like all that was nice to me.
Nah, I ain't like them all.
Word?
I can't say that. But
You know who's nice
he
from
he
Philly?
dumped out. He dumped on Inglorious Bastards though.
Yeah,
I
no,
say this, right? You know, when we had this episode discussing, the previous episode discussing the greatest duos, I think Clips is definitely ranked up. You know what I'm saying, with this
Oh, you
release.
push him up
I'm not
top
putting them
10.
in the top 10. No, because I can't. At least me personally, I look at the body of work that everybody has done in that
Right.
top 10, and I don't see, what I'm saying, like who I would remove personally. But if they
Mm,
continue on with this type of movement that they on, as far like, I don't know what Malice's situation, if he's gonna be with the dip and drift away from the music
right.
again. And I respect whatever it is, right? Because we all growing, right? And we all learning and growing, and if it's in his path to leave music, you gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's doing something positive. um but I really hope they continue.
Yeah.
Because man, like, I think Malice has proven that he's just as good as Push, and I think he could start now his solo career. You know what I'm
He
saying?
was
Like,
he
and I
was
know he been
dumping.
rapping longer. You know what I'm saying? He been rapping longer than Push. You know what I'm saying? He was definitely
Right.
dumping on the album. It should definitely be recognized that he's on par with his brother. Um, I just really enjoyed, man, this whole everything about this, like from the Drake situation, like, even though Drake got nothing to do with that, like, right, because of the Drake situation with Kendrick, they literally Universal wanted to wash their hands of the album. So that caused a big buzz right before the album even came out. And it turned everybody's ears
Well,
up to
Pusha
see
had an
like,
issue with Drake.
huh? Right,
Pusha
Push
had an
definitely
issue with
did, of
Drake.
course. A big issue. And I think Pusha slayed him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, I'm gonna
yeah,
be
yeah,
real.
absolutely,
I think
absolutely.
most of hip hop is in agreement. Drake has caught a lot of L's now. His L's are adding
I
up
think he
crazy.
slayed him. I think he slayed him worse than Kendrick did.
I would say, yeah, I would agree with that. And I also think Joe Budden slayed him too. And he didn't even get to get back at Joe Budden. You know what I'm
Because Joe Budden
saying?
retired, and I think I
But
like. I
but Joe
know
Budden
you
dropped a
like
couple of
Joe.
joints about him.
Yeah, I know. I know you like Joe, and I like Joe as a lyricist too. I think Joe is dope. I just don't like emo stuff. That's
No,
all.
I get it. I get it.
But
You
Joe
know what I'm
could rap.
saying?
Joe, like sometimes I don't agree with everything Joe says. Like when I do listen
Hmm.
to his show,
Yeah.
but he be on point a lot more than not with like his so-called takes
Hmm.
on music and stuff. Like I listen to him because like he's a lyricist. He knows what to look for or whatever. But
Right. Yeah. 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 Piece of Joe Budden.
uh yeah,
I
I
want to hear more of him and less of the other people on this
I just don't
podcast.
like, you know what I
He
don't like about Joe Budden real quick? That he from Queens and he be
and he
talking
rep
like, yo,
Jersey.
not even that you rep Jersey because it's fine, but he be like, yo, y'all New York N words. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, bro, you went to school in New York too. You went to school in
Right.
Queens too. You went to two
Right.
schools in
Right.
Queens.
Right.
So
Right.
like
Right.
you
Right.
gotta like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then when
Like
you got
you.
on, but not even only that, when you got on through Queens dudes.
Right.
You know what
Web
I'm
and
saying?
Nitty. Right.
Clues from Queens, Web and Nitty from Queens, Clue from Queens, Skane from Queens.
Right.
Skane is from my
Right.
hood. You know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
behind
Web
his
and Nitty
music
from
is
right up the street.
basically
Right. Right. It's from
is from
Queens. And we
Queens.
talking like, yo, yeah. Like, come on,
Right,
bro. Like,
and he's from Queens. You are
yeah,
where
yeah, yeah.
you like I grew up in Brooklyn, right? First 13 years, right? But I kind of represented Long Island for a while because I've just lived out there for a good amount of time now too. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But you still from like I'm from Brooklyn, regardless of what. You from Queens. No, you haven't been in
Yeah.
Queens in a little while, but you from Queens.
Yeah.
You always gonna be from Queens,
Oh,
and that
absolutely.
should be that should
Absolutely.
be
I moved
recognized.
I moved from New York as an adult. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All my
Right, right, right,
schooling,
right, right, right,
all
right,
my
right.
schooling is New York. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
Queens.
yeah.
Literally
Right.
every school I went to was in
Yeah.
Queens.
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah. But
So,
like back to what we saying, right? The whole Drake situation, just that buzz and Universal parting ways. I mean, I could see like I guess they didn't want any more proof or that there's some type of legal situation. I guess Universal don't want to lose that case or whatever, but it was their
mm.
loss, man, to have that signed off and be put on Rock Nation. Yo, P, you a mess. We're gonna
Yo,
have like six different versions of this.
that's good. We
Welcome
got
back, Pierre.
yo man. Yo, how the Wi-Fi sign started doing something
Uh, yo, your echo is
I
wild.
I've never, you guys did this because I've never seen one like service this bad, and I've never seen that icon do that. I started blinking, not just full bar.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. How you guys doing? You guys still talking about the clips? We're clipped up.
Yeah.
Y'all
I
started
So
off.
love it, man, because this is raw and organic, man. So
You know
L
what I
be
mean?
getting upset.
Yeah, yeah.
L be getting
That's
upset. I
listen.
don't really care. I don't really
yeah, no,
care
I'm
because
okay. I'm
this is
okay.
good. This is good. But yeah, yo, I think the Clips has moved up. I might have to reevaluate my top 10 duos. I might have to
Really?
redo. I might have to think. I'm not gonna put them in the top
Cl
10, but
so you wouldn't knock
they
Black
might be
Alicious
number
off your
11.
top 10 and give Clips that position?
There's more
I
than
might.
top 10 duos
I
in hip
might.
hop. Y'all think there's two?
Yeah, yeah, there's yeah, yeah, man. I had put
We
Black
we had to leave
Alicious.
we had to live some real we left some real great ones
I left
out the
Meth and Red off
discussion.
of mine. I left
Yeah,
Red and Meth off
yeah,
mine. And
yeah.
Smith and
Me
Wesson.
too. Yeah.
Off
And
the
Smith.
top
Well,
10
he had
duos?
Smith and Wesson on the.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
What's
had
I
that?
left Dog
Outkast. I had
Pound. I left
Outkast.
Dog
I left
Pound
Dog
out.
Pound off too.
I left Bad Meets Evil, I think. I left a few duos, ill ones.
Who's the number
I
one?
had Outcast or EPMD. I think Outcast was my number one. I think maybe or EPMD.
No, I think EPMD, I think
Yeah,
was yours,
EPMD was
and
my number one.
I think
EPMD was my
Gangstar was
number one.
mine. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
Really?
saying?
Number
yeah.
one. My thing
Number
is
one duo all time.
Primo don't really be like. It's a hot take, bro. Primo don't really. He be picking rappers, but they don't necessarily be nice. Like he gotta not. He gotta like Alfu Ra. Alfu Ra was dope. He's not
Yeah.
really nice.
I'm talking about
Wait, but we talking
Gangstar
about
though. We talking about
EPMD.
duos. We talking about
Why you
duos
talking about
because
Primo?
you mentioned
But,
Gangstar. We're not talking about
yeah,
Gangstar
Oh,
because my
Foundation.
thing, like I like Guru's flow, and I like that he was kicking subs like shit of
don't
substance.
disrespect Gifted Unlimited, P.
Nah, but this is not the first time. You know, you heard, but
I've
Guru
heard
You
people
don't.
say
froze. I
Guru was
couldn't even
whack.
hear you.
I've heard people
It's
say
just
Guru was whack in high
he's
school all the
not right.
time.
It's just like his
And they
voice.
smoking crack. They smoking
It's not
I
crack.
his
I
voice.
agree.
It's
I
his voice
agree.
and his
Yeah.
flow. He don't really be saying nothing other than like real positive and like like I don't know. It depends, yo.
Robin Hood theory.
Like he don't really have all the things that check a dope like top tier
Robin
MC.
Hood theory. He doesn't be talking positive. Now that we
Like
getting
that's
somewhere,
cool.
it's time to get back because then
Like,
it's no
that's a
future,
cool.
no doubt. That's right and exact. Come on, man.
He got the stories and he got
Tons
like
of guns. Tons
but
of guns.
he don't got no like real metaphors or lyrical punchlines. He don't got more than one
Yo, I'm about to
flow.
Why you
throw
gotta
P out of
have
here,
that? Why
yo.
you gotta
About to
have
throw
that?
P out of
That's
here.
what
Yo,
that's what top gotta have. That's
nah.
Why?
what
Says who?
says when you
Oh.
what do you mean?
But they're
When
not.
you
Gangstar's not my number one. They top five to me,
when
but they're not my number one duo. That's
when
L's
you
number one duo.
maybe
I
now
said
you could just
EPMD.
write rhymes and just play around with rap. But when you wanted to be an MC, you had to check all the boxes.
What about
Mm,
EPMD?
I really wish you was on this episode so that you could
What
have
about
did your top
EPMD,
10.
P?
Yo,
What
my
about
shit
EPM?
uploaded 100% before they let me back in, so I'm there. But
What about EPMD, P?
I feel like they definitely up there because all their albums was up. They all had like real
So
good
was
albums.
Gangstar though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ain't no whack Gangstar album neither though.
that
Not
last
one.
one, that last one is
He was
the,
dead. What are you talking
When
about?
Guru's not even alive? You talking about
What are you
that
talking
it
one?
about
just
that last one?
it sounded like he was alive. It sounded just like the other ones,
Yo,
yo.
that's like saying the speaker box. um,
Now
what was the other
Outcast,
joint? Yeah, they
I
last
don't
album
think
wasn't popping neither. I hated speaker box and the love below.
that's why I don't think they should be up there as the greatest duos, yo.
That
Outcast.
hey y'all ain't no hip hop.
I think if you count
It's
Method
not.
Man and Redman, they probably like 1, 2, maybe. I can't see them lower than third.
With two
If
albums
they got
versus Gangstar with 5, 6 classic albums.
both, but
EPMD,
EPMD 5, 6 classic albums.
Mob
they got
Deep,
You know what I'm saying?
Mob
Mob
they
Deep,
Deep,
got them. But
6, 7 classic albums.
MOP, MOP.
Yeah, the
MOP,
discography crazy too.
to me is probably the two of the best MCs that Primo produced like wholly,
P, get your
that.
list together. Get your list together. You owe us a top 10 of the duos.
Yo,
Uh,
hold on. Because Primo didn't always fully produce MOP neither.
he sure
Because
didn't.
Fizzy
Even
Womack
even
produced too.
like it's hard for me with duos because it's like if you look at them both separate, they both separate had an okay run, but they don't necessarily check the top boxes of like elite MC to me. You know what I'm
Who?
saying?
Who? Who?
Fame or fucking dance.
Oh
They
nah, you
nice.
bugging. You
What do
bugging.
Little
you
famous
mean?
baby G Rap, man. That's G Rap
What?
Fame
Jr.
is
Fame is nice.
That's G Rap
Fame is
Jr.
and dance is nice too, but they're
They
not.
and
both
they
nice.
complement each other well. They complement each other
Well,
well.
Yo,
they're not
Firing
doing things like
Squad, Warriors,
yo.
um,
But that's
what
that's
else?
like a
What's
First
the other
separate
one?
family,
thing.
first
First
family,
Family for
That's like
Life.
that's like a
Those
separate
three
thing.
albums alone puts
No,
them
Marksman
in the
Cinema.
right. But
that
not
one's
it. No,
crazy too.
that's why like it's to me like that's like artist shit. You know what I'm saying? That's like you could put good albums together if you like an artist and you got that type of mind.
P,
That
you
don't
like Blackout too? You like Blackout Part 2?
What, the Meth and Red album?
Yeah, because you said
Yeah.
they one or two. Blackout
They
album, the first one is very good. I
and you
liked
don't
it.
like the second
It
one?
wasn't great. It was a good album, very good album.
The second
You know
one
what I'm saying?
got like
Second one,
sprinkles.
sorry. Second one
It
I
was
was
wouldn't
nice
put it
not
too.
two
a great
thumbs down.
album.
It wasn't a great album though.
But that could be. But both of them together as a duo was like, because both of them is elite MCs. So together,
But
that's
But
no,
like,
that don't
you
mean
cannot
that it was a good
you can
duo.
I'm this is not P, this is not you adding Muddy Waters and There Is a Dark Side with Takal and this is their body of work together. You know what I'm
So
saying?
so do
Like
you think
I
so
feel you.
you a
Then
dope
they did.
MC, you're a
I
dope
feel
MC, and GS is a dope MC. Are the
right.
Ventura brothers, are
Now,
the
if we,
Ventura brothers a
now, if we
duo?
went
A good duo?
like, I think honestly, it would have to be the mob, and that's even hard with that type of logic too. Because
No, no. Answer my question. Are the Ventura
yeah,
brothers the
yeah,
Ventura brothers?
if we really went on a run to be like a duo group, we'd make sure they be super classic albums every time.
I
You know what I'm
agree.
saying?
I
You know
agree.
what I mean?
Because
So I
both of
don't know.
y'all are dope. Y'all are dope individually,
Right.
and I
And
like y'all
then we
together
both had
too.
like a
No diddy.
solid run solo. Then we could be considered to be
And
like,
GS's production has
right. That's
gotten
like
really
a
crazy. It's gotten
piece
really
of
crazy.
GS advance.
Yo,
Oh,
GS, get on the show, yo. Stop forgetting
Yeah, we
what day of the
waiting.
week it is and get on the show,
Yeah,
bro.
we've been waiting a long time.
now it's 11 o'clock at night.
Biggs, you too.
GS,
Big
Biggs, G Clef. Yo, G Clef already hollered at you too. Personally. I hollered at you already. Yeah, I spoke to Clef. I spoke to Clef.
Yeah, I know. I remember telling me.
But
I think
yo,
about the top one. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And
let's
Who?
maybe
Who's
let's
top
get
one?
let's
probably the mob to me, yo. And they got
there's nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing
they
There's
wrong
got
with
nothing
that.
wrong.
a couple. They got a couple whack albums. You know what I'm saying? They got a couple of
I
stuff.
think Infamy is their weakest album. Besides
Right.
Juvenile Hell, because I really don't count it. I mean, you gotta
I
count it, but I
don't
don't count it
Blood Money
because
ain't too good. Blood Money ain't too good either.
it's better than Infamy. It's better than Infamy.
Those are
I
like the
don't
two.
know.
Infamy
Just,
got
I
a hit
listen to
though.
Infamy.
Infamy got
I
burned.
listen to
It
Infamy.
got burned.
Yeah, I
I
listen to
couldn't.
Infamy before I listen to Blood Money. Blood Money don't be calling me.
Really?
Neither
They don't
does
call me
Infamy.
much. Nah,
Only mob.
right, 100%. I listen to Free Agents before I listen to both of those joints.
Yeah, not
Oh,
Free
Free
Agents is
Agents is
fire
fire.
though.
Don't be laughing.
Yeah,
That's just fire. Free
yeah,
Agents
I
is
like the mob.
crazy.
Free
The
Agents is
duels is
great.
a tough thing, yo. The duels is a tough thing.
Is Das Effects up there?
No.
Bums,
Is
skiggity
Black
bums.
Alicious up there? Yo, I put the beat nuts on. I put the beat
You
nuts.
know who I
Yo,
think? You know who I think is the illest that never was type shit? Is Dark Mind, X Ray, and fucking this dude Kev Rock. Because Kev Rock is like amazing lyrically. He's like super, super nice. You know what I'm saying?
that's super underground though.
Yeah.
That's
And then
super
X
underground.
Ray,
That's like underground. That's like under the
yeah.
underground
Because
almost.
both of them was
Because
like, but
nobody,
that's
a lot of people don't know about that.
yeah. A lot of people do though. They was on Loud and shit like that. That's like a crazy
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But that to me was like a
Let-
dope duo.
Let's
That
do a
you know
trio.
what I
Let's
mean?
do a
Never was.
trio album trio joint soon too. We could do trio.
What
Yeah,
does that mean?
I'm Cypress Hill top five.
I like
I'm gonna
That's a
just
Cypress
say
Hill.
that
fact.
off rip for a
And that's
trio.
Yeah.
crazy
I'm
too,
Cypress
because B
Hill is
Will
top
is not
five.
Nah, don't
not
spill it
nice
out
at
yet
all.
though. Let's put it under, thought
Oh,
and
Be Real
execute the
got style
episode.
though. He don't,
Right.
but Be Real. Like I like Be Real because he not lyrically nice, but I like yo.
But he's never
Be
I
whacked
Real
like
been
Be
on
though.
some classic
He
songs.
be he be
Nah,
Right.
he
dropping. He
ain't
be
whack,
just
and he been on some classic songs.
Yeah, you know how to make songs. So it's dope.
You know another duo that don't get their props. Self
Oh,
Scientific. Self Scientific.
yeah.
or Camp Low. I like Camp Low.
I put Camp
We
Low is
spoke
up.
about
Camp
Camp
Low is on
Low.
my
Yeah, we
list.
mentioned
Camp Low is
Camp
in my
Low.
top 10.
Both of them is nice. Like that's crazy. They
Nasty.
just
Geechee
Nasty.
like
Suede. Yeah, both of them
but they
brothers
Nasty.
is
like they
nice.
never went on like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Camp Low
I
better
didn't
than
like the other one.
Outkast. That's a hot take.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, but it's just like the commercial success of
Yeah, no,
Outkast,
I understand. Yeah.
like the diamond, going diamond and all of that. Like
Yeah,
that,
no,
like
it
people look at
matters. It
sales
matters. It
as
matters. It
like
matters, but
yo,
Outkast
but
is
the thing
nice to
is,
me.
The thing is, like, when we did the episode, right? I think L did a short, like one of the shorts, when we was saying something about three stacks, and we got like a lot of
Man,
flack for it because he's not
people were bombing
outside.
on us.
So, and I see people putting him in a top 10 list of MCs 50 plus. That's nice. And I'm like, yo, he hasn't rhymed he hasn't rhymed at 50. He doesn't
He don't
even
even
rap
have a
no more. The
solo
last time you
album.
heard him was on
He don't have
College
a
album. He's
solo
not
album.
outside. Camp Low is still outside. And he doesn't have a soul. I said that too. I didn't say it on the episode, but I'm gonna say it now because me and El already discussed it. He don't have a solo album to be a GOAT.
I don't think he
You know what I'm
can
saying?
do anything. I think he could have when he was when
Yeah,
he had it.
when he was on it,
Yeah, when he was on it, he could have. But now,
I got
or
CeeLo
even
Green over him because
yeah,
CeeLo Green has a solo album. And CeeLo Green was in Goody
Outkast was
Mob.
tough, though.
Huh?
Their run was serious. Like when they was on
Who
it,
who
out.
Outcast?
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. But when
they
CeeLo left, right? He left
yeah,
Goody Mob, did a solo joint with the Closet Freak and all of that. That was
yeah,
crazy. But that album is fire. He was rapping he was rhyming. And then he went and did Gnarls Barkley, which was
right.
fire. Two Gnarls Barkley
Yeah,
joints, fire. Sang on
yeah,
some of the
yeah,
song. I got both CDs. He
yeah.
sang on
He's
some,
gifted,
he
man.
rapped on
Bro is
some.
incredible.
And he could still
He's
rhyme. He was on
incredible.
Soul Assassins 3, that Joker's in cartoon song, murdered it.
Yeah.
Where's Three Stack? Like, how you gonna wait every 5 years a verse and then you go in them? Like, I don't agree with that.
Can
And
I
I
say
think
something?
Three Stacks is
It's,
dope. He's
Yeah,
dope.
no, we're
But
not
you
it's
gonna
just
can't
all
diminish
the
also
it,
back
what he's
people
done.
just regurgitating,
he
bro.
had a
What I
crazy
want to say,
run.
right?
He had a crazy run, but he's not good.
What I want to say about Andre 3000 is, for those that dispute, like, you be a fan of his. I'm a fan of his too. I think he's incredible. I think he's one of the most gifted lyricists in hip hop. Period. Right? But what we're saying is, because they took that short, right? They just taking what I said out of context, and they're attacking me like I'm trying to diminish his role or his position. But I'm challenging his position, and this is why I say this, because, like, let's put this into like sports, right? Like mixed martial arts or boxing, right? We know like Bones Jones is one of the goats or the goat of mixed martial arts, right? He's been active for almost 20 years fighting. He's been suspended or whatever. But when you stop fighting, you start to fall down the ranks. You cannot be considered a great or a champion or one of the GOATs when you're not competing. Andre 3000 is not active. That's what I'm saying. He's not putting out music steadily to be considered as a great no more. You know what I'm saying? Others have taken his spot and surpassed him now. I would say Kendrick Lamar now is all time ahead of Andre 3000. That's my personal opinion.
Wow.
Others may disagree.
I agree. I mean, if you're not outside, you're not outside.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like, you
If
got to
you ain't
compete.
outside, you ain't
You got to
outside, yo. You just
you
can't
you got to be in
hold
this.
your spot. Yeah, especially in something like this. Like sports is a little different. You know what I'm saying? Sports is a little different because you can retire and then records are meant to be broken and all of that stuff. And that's fine. Just like the Jordan LeBron debate and the Mayweather and all of that stuff debate with, even though people say Ali is the greatest and then they say Mayweather's the greatest and it's two different weight classes. Fine, whatever.
Right.
But with music, especially hip hop, it's about competition, it's about longevity, like, and the clips are proving that you can be 52 and 48, and Slick Rick proved that you can be 60 and still rap at
Mhm.
a high
Mhm.
level. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Just
I'm
be
just saying.
active though.
I mean, he's
Just be
60,
active. If you
bro, and
want to
he put
be
out a decent
if
a decent
it
album, you know what I mean? Yeah,
word,
but like, you
be
can't
active.
say somebody's a goat. And I don't agree with everybody's a goat. That's another thing. That's some, like,
It
I
is.
don't even
That's for
agree with
discussion also.
that, because GOAT
The
stands
term.
for greatest of all time. That means there can only be one. Muhammad Ali used to
Right.
say, I'm the greatest. LL Cool J made the acronym. Greatest GOAT, greatest of all time. There can only be one. He said it on the GOAT album. There can only be one.
Hmm.
Greatest of all time. So how is he a GOAT? He a GOAT. He's a GOAT. He's a GOAT. He's a GOAT. He's
Right, right,
goated.
right,
Like, I don't
right,
agree
right.
with that. And I could be wrong.
To
And they
me, it's
probably gonna kill me in the comments. Like, yo, you old heads, you old heads, and yeah, make fun of my shirt. Donald Duck. You know what I mean? Donald Duck. It's
uh,
Gucci though. You know what I'm saying? For you know what I mean? But whatever. But these are the things that we got to go through with the comments and all of that.
So
But I'm standing on what I'm saying about Andre 3000. Come outside, put the flute down, and come outside.
yeah.
so with the goaded, everybody's goaded is because society changed. When the time where we were
Huh?
coming up, it definitely changed, yo. In those couple of years where it's like toxic masculinity, right? So
Hmm.
people get
Hmm.
participation trophies type shit. Once that happened, wherever you know what I mean, and it
The
was cool.
participation trophies are crazy. I
Right,
hated
right.
it.
So that's like a
Hated it.
society thing now. So now
Yeah.
you get, of course, it's gonna trickle down to some more, you know what I mean, some more rap
That's
shit.
like that's like Oprah. You get a car. You get a car. You get a car. You get a car.
The
Hmm.
Everybody wins. You know what I mean?
Word.
things like that is that you don't know if you got a kid that's gonna be the one, the exception or the bully or the retard, like the special kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Special kids,
Right. Right. Right.
and so
Right.
like as a whole, society was like, yeah, it's better just in case. You know what I'm saying? It's better because now everybody gets to be involved. You know what I'm saying? So every
Right.
kid has a shot. But the thing that took away was standards and
Hmm.
motivation, goals and aspiration. Like, you know what I mean? And you don't really have, like, you kind of have that in sports, kind of right now, right, with the genders doing things like that. But you do got to be at a high level to get those type of trophies, right? Where anything
Hmm.
else, rap. You know what I mean? Just for doing it. You know, now you
Yo,
can't
just
even.
just be active. You can't be a GOAT and
Yeah.
not active. People been
Right,
calling
right.
Nas the GOAT. People been calling Nas one of the best rappers
Or Lauren
since
Hill.
Illmatic. Since Illmatic. Now Lauren Hill not active. Lauren Hill
Right,
performing old music and being
right.
late and
Yeah.
showing up late. And
She's not even doing that though.
she's showing up late and she been showing up late and people are still
Hmm.
buying tickets to see her perform, knowing that there's a chance that she's gonna show up late, yo.
That's crazy. That's how dope that one album was.
Yeah, the
When
album is
Fuji,
dope. The album
she
is
should
fire.
respect that. She should.
The
That's
album is fire.
man.
But
Why Clef
that,
didn't even do it?
but yo, what's crazy about